signs the Treaty for America, and Foreign Minister Andrei Gromyko initials the historic pact for the Soviet Union. Within Laos, the three principal political leaders meet to form a coalition government. Prince Suvanophong leads the Communist Pathet Lao faction. His older half-brother, Prince Suvanophuma, represents the neutralist forces. And completing the triumvirate is Prince Bumum, a former premier and spokesman for the conservatives. The men meet in seeming harmony for several hours and announce the formation of a government of national union with representation for all Laotian political parties. In the search for peace and stability in Laos, Bumum, the rightist, and Suvanophong, the leftist, agree to participate in a parliament headed by the neutralist Prince Suvanophuma. But within a year, the agreement breaks down. Suvanophuma continues as premier, but the Pathet Lao representatives withdraw from the coalition government in Vientiane. The civil war resumes, and once again, forces loyal to the central government and King Patana are severely tested by the communist armies of the Pathet Lao. America continues her military and economic assistance. In addition, U.S. planes bomb the Ho Chi Minh Trail that runs through Laos and is used by North Vietnam as a supply and infiltration route into South Vietnam. Years pass and the civil war goes on. The country is divided politically between the communist-supported Pathet Lao and the Western-supported neutralist rightist coalition. The communists control the eastern half of the country, including the vitally important Ho Chi Minh Trail. The government rules the nation's western half with most of the rice land and the cities. Early in 1970, the Pathet Lao forces mount a new attack on the plain of Jars and overrun the strategic gateway to the country's major roadways. Casualties are heavy as the government forces once again are put to rout. The crisis raises new concerns over America's commitment to the defense of Laos as a neutral nation. Government leaders report a continuing buildup of North Vietnamese troops in Laos. By spring of 1970, the figure is said to have reached 67,000. Without aid from the free world, Laos cannot continue to survive as a neutral and independent nation. Already 600,000 Laotians, more than one-fifth of the population, have been forced to leave their hamlets and homes. Other thousands have laid down their lives. In an official statement spelling out American policy on Laos, President Nixon confirms that the United States has stepped up its combat air support in Laos and increased its military assistance to the government of Premier Suvanophuma. But the president emphasizes America has no plans for introducing ground combat forces into Laos. At the same time, he appeals to Russia and Great Britain to initiate diplomatic moves to end the war. Prince Suvanophong responds with a proposal that peace talks begin after the United States has halted its bombing raids on the Ho Chi Minh Trail. The Pathet Lao leader warns of continuing civil war until this pre-conference condition is met. And to underscore his words, the communists step up their offensive. In Vientiane, Premier Suvanophuma rejects the terms laid down by his half-brother. But even as he speaks, the Pathet Lao forces overrun and capture a city only 90 miles from the administrative capital. Pledging an all-out fight to defend and preserve his country's independence and neutrality, Suvanophuma orders reinforcements into battle, and within a week, the city is recaptured. The fighting has taken its toll on the city, just as the Civil War has taken its toll on the country. A battle has been won, but other battles remain. And always there is the concern as to how far the supporters of the path at Lowell will go to advance their cause, and how firmly the allies of Laos will respond to ensure its existence as a free and neutral country. Thus, on jungle trails and in lonely frontier villages, the search for peace goes on. A search that has proved so difficult, so elusive, so heartbreaking in Laos and in all of Southeast Asia.
Presented in cooperation with your school authorities by Atlantic Richfield Company.